Alright, in this video, in company X, the ratio of women to men is 3:1. In company Y, the ratio of the number of women to men is 2:1. You can see what I'm doing here is I am summarizing the problem sum. The reason why problem sums are too long because they have many words and not all the words are important. So those words that I have highlighted are keywords as well as numbers, and you can see that even if they purely exist, like in X, women, men, 3:1, just by these 3 or 4 parts can tell you what to do next. And it's enough information for you to move on. Let's move on. The number of workers in X is 2:3. Okay, ignore the 4/6 because it's part of my working. Then the number of workers in Y. Okay, in part A, find the ratio of men in X to men in Y. Alright, can you see that I have two ratio and this itself is like another ratio. It can be written as 2:3 and it's the same as 2/3. Excuse me. Alright, so my very first step is to pretend that there's no need to solve it yet, because I think that many children are intimidated when they know that they have to solve the question fast. So not to worry, whatever you have at the start, you use it first. So you see, in X, W is to M is 3:1, and then in company Y, W is to M is 2:1. And the reason why I want to make use of the total is because of this statement. There must be some form of relationship between the first part to the third sentence. So total is 4, and then for company Y, the total is 3. Now, can you see that this has to be like 2:3? Okay, but the numerator is 2, and how do we make it into 4? So let's write 4. Okay, imagine it is not seen. It's 4 over something, right? So for the numerator to become 4, I must times 2 to the top and times 2 to the bottom. So it's 4/6. So how do I make this into 6? So I times 2, times 2, times 2. So now I have the real ratio, which is 3:1:4, and then 4:2:6. Now, for part A, find the ratio of men in X to the men in Y. So, men in X and men in Y, but we take 2, so it's 1:2. Can you see my answer? 1:2. Okay? Okay, this is what I call numerator method, where you focus on the numerator and you make it to be the same as the question. Now, for part B, when 40 women left X to join Y, the ratio of the women to men in Y becomes 5:25. Find the number of women in company Y. Okay, so what do I do now? Where can you start if you are stuck? Okay, so let me see. Probably we can find the ratio of W is to M in Y before the change, and it's here, right? Yeah, so I wrote it here again, 2 is to 1, 2 is to 1, and 51 is to 25 I can write here. Now, did you realize that the number of men didn't change? So since the number of men didn't change, it has to be made the same. So if this is 25, this should be made 25 as well. So I times 25 and I times 25 here. So it's 50 to 25. So we have after and before. Alright, so now can you see that there's an increase of 1 unit from here to here? Because 40 women have joined Y. Yeah? So 1U is 40, and they want to know how many women in Y now, which is how many units? Which is 51 units. So since 1U is 40 times 51, which is here, and then you have 2040, and that's your answer.